Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marianne's Mystic Mentions. I'm Marianne. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in this morning. For those that are new, and of course those returning, I love you so very much. Welcome to the last sign of the zodiac and the mid-month readings, second half of the month readings of September, love connection readings. And as I said, the last sign of the zodiac, the most compassionate, water element, sensitive, incredibly receptive, intuitive, artistic. I mean, just so beautiful soul, beautiful soul of Pisces. And if any of you have known, and I feel like people watching this, if you're not a Pisces, so they're either sun, moon, rising, or love, Venus sign in Pisces. And if you've been with the Pisces, you know exactly what I'm speaking of. There's this incredible, nurturing, caring, selfless spirit that comes with all Pisces. But, you know, of course, through our different natal charts and experiences in life, it comes in different, colors and boxes and such, because that's kind of what a Pisces really is. There's the ruling planet, more historically, is that of Jupiter. And that's this optimism, like everything can work out, all of us can love each other. There's enough love for the entire world, and then some. A heart that never ends, no boundaries. The mutable aspect of a Pisces is very notable, and, willing to change and just kind of have this continuum of their spirit and soul that's never ending, and it just from lifetimes, from past and future, and the understanding of that, and reincarnation and old soul, and just, I don't know, and being a part of basically every one of the zodiac signs energies because of being in the 12th sign of the zodiac. And I don't know, just I've fully enjoyed the genuine love aspect of any Pisces I've met, and their sensitivity, which creates such amazing art and music and everything, when it comes to that aspect of everybody, really. And water tends to be very much in tune with their feelings, their surroundings. There is a very common theme with a lot of water signs that has to do with the obscure, the mysteries of life, and astrology and tarot and that sort of thing. They're in tune. It's part of what they know, and they want to share it, and they want to be giving it in a way that is just selfless. I don't know what else to say, but I also appreciate the fact that you have to wait for the last reading every time, and let's hope this goes through without a hitch for you, because we are in the retrograde season, shadowy period, and then it'll actually go retrograde in Libra, Mercury I'm speaking of, by the way, on the 27th of September. So starting to feel a little bit myself. I'm sure anybody that has the watery sensitivity to them also picks up on that. But here's the best news of all for you, Pisces, is that we have your full moon in your sign on the 20th, which is next Monday. And I'm recording this on the 16th. So I almost got them out on the actual 15th, but it's all good. I do what I can, when I can. And that's a beautiful full moon for everybody. We're all going to benefit from that. Key components, emotion, love, vulnerability, just putting it out there and just feeling this immensity of just like compassion, love for life, for people, for circumstances, gratitude, and just this incredible intuitive quality, being in touch, having that sense, that sixth sense of things happening or what can happen, and creating this, right? Which is something that, I believe a lot of Pisceans do all the time. And then also, sensitivity, moodiness, perhaps, when it has to do with water and the moon and everything involved, the different phases, it can affect you that way, because you're feeling so much, you know. It's known very clearly that a lot of water signs and Pisceans need time to retreat and have on their own to rebuild their energies and to protect and so forth. So as empathics many times, but we all get to have this beautiful energy of the full moon where it's about releasing and letting go of things that, you know, just aren't working, and not even having any real, there's no effort. It's just, it has to be, and we're allowing that, and we're comfortable in that, and there's a really warm, beautiful feeling about that. So I look forward to it. I really do. And culmination, of course, of the full moon, which opens to new beginnings. So that's what's going on, not in the not too distant future. And then next week as well is when we go into Libra season, but we are still in Virgo season. So happy birthday, all Virgos that are watching, for your great friend, lover, you know, compatible love connection of Pisces, because many times I see this as a connection for the two of you, very simply put, because that is your polarity. Virgo and Pisces are the polar opposites on the zodiac wheel. Here's Virgo, Pisces. It's just, you gravitate towards each other for all the reasons that you normally would hear about. The opposition is attractive. However, you're both mutable signs, so you both have that openness to you to want to explore and do things that are new and so forth. Creativity is definitely there. You know, the Virgo aspect keeps you grounded in this beautiful season of Virgo, and it helps you to be more defining, more detailed, as opposed to your openness of everything is good and let's just go with the flow and such. You know, that beautiful balance. The artistic and creative endeavors that you can bring to the business and practical and creative aspect of a Virgo. I mean, it's a beautiful, harmonious, elemental thing that works extremely well with earth and water. So that's a big part of what's happening and has been happening. So I feel like a lot of Virgos and Pisces have also had this time to really stop and kind of think, okay, we're entering into the last part of the year, the fall equinox coming, you know, the balance of light and day, night, light and dark, night and day, you know, less day sunshine and more dark coming into play, as it always does at this time. The changing of the leaves, the colors are amazing, the harvest that comes in, you know, the pumpkins and squash, and just a beautiful time. And it's a time of change, and we feel it, you know, internally and, you know, externally. But it's also one of my favorite times. I think people love this time, and it's wonderful for vacation. So I would hope that you are able to get away. If you haven't and you're feeling comfortable with that, you only want to do it if it feels right. You have an incredible sense of intuition and psychic ability that you could utilize in the best ways. We all get that as well, like I said, during the full moon. So I'm going to pick your highlighted sign, though, Pisces, which Spirit likes me to share, and then read 4 major categories for, along with the 2 oracles. So stick around if you're new and you haven't seen my channel before. But also the highlighted could be the energy you're feeling, you know, or a person that may be coming into your life, or situation that has to do with these characteristics of this particular sign. So in addition to this highlighted connection, of course, all of your relationships, whatever they may be, under the category of love, is what the reading generally will cover for you. So most of the questions are generally answered, I think. And it is a general reading. So as I take my deep breath, I ask for Spirit to please show me the best, you know, possible messages and influences for this particular highlighted connection for the beautiful, beautiful water sign of Pisces. Ooh, it's right in the middle there. I'm going to go, what? No, I'm going to go with Cancer. It's Cancer. It is. It's right there. I can show you. It's really predominantly more on Cancer. And you know what's really come up 3 times as a highlighted connection is Scorpio. I almost thought that was what it was. But it's water. It's your sister water, brother, sister water sign. Okay, so there's that understanding, that immediate kind of resonance and synchronicity between you two. You both having this incredible, you know, ability to feel and sense and protect yourself. Hopefully, that's always a lesson for all of us. And, you know, you're the fish swimming in 2 different directions, the duality, you know, one way or the other, right? Either goes anyway. Now, the Cancer is a moon-ruled sign, which is very much about intuition, inner promptings, inner guidance, that we all have, but it's very in tune, as it is with you, Pisces. So a lot of water signs will gravitate to each other because they just understand each other without words. They just feel that synchronicity, like I said, between, it's almost serendipitous a lot of times when the two of you meet, because there's that just inner knowing of this is compatible. Now, of course, I'm going with the highest energies of each sign when I speak in my readings. Nature versus nurture, of course, enters into all of our personalities and such, but it's a really beautiful blending together. And Cancer is a cardinal sign, which is initiating the season of summer, and also just a doer, a shaker, a mover. Let's get things going. Let me start this community that has to do with parents and mothers and home, because Cancers love home. They love decorating. They love being at home. They love taking care of their family. It's like #1 in their books, and their friends, which they would consider family. You keep that very close to your heart. You're very sentimental, and so that really rings well with this beautiful energy of Pisces as well. So I like this just for all the right reasons, and you also both understand your desire to grow and be the best people you can be, and to just continue to give and nurture as many people around you, with the understanding that you too deserve that. That is probably the biggest lesson for a lot of water signs. Knowing your boundaries, knowing when to protect yourself, because a lot of times people will gravitate towards that energy, of course. It's very attractive, and that's great. You just want to make sure that there's a beautiful sense of receptivity. I always get that mixed up. Reciprocity is how I guess it's really pronounced, but the give and take, which is very essential, which I don't think a lot of times, to be honest, Pisces, you necessarily think of, but it's essential. It's really a part that needs to happen for all of us, and we're all deserving of that. So growing into understanding that, which is a very important part of living in a physical body, being the spiritual people that Pisces are, they have to acclimate to that as well. So let me read the 4 major categories for you. With this being the highlighted, like I said, now it may have something to do with the season of Cancer, or if you're not knowing a Cancer, which I would be highly surprised about, there might be one coming back, because retrogrades tend to do that. A memory or a visit from a great companion or a person that had a great deal of importance in your life, maybe even through dreams. My grandmother was a Cancer, and she was the most important figure for so long, as far as the nurturing and the loving and feeling that love. We all want that growing up and as adults. So yeah, that's a feeling that lingers to this day. But or it could be that you have, in addition to the beautiful Pisces water energy, you also have Cancer, which, although it's it's both water signs, there's definitely differences that add and complement and such your own beautiful personality. So the first category is always the overall energy bringing you to the reading. And so for the beautiful highlighted connection of Cancer, and I love this has come up several times, I like it a lot, and I was just trying to spit out the word reciprocity. Your first energy for the second half of September, going into October, there's no linear aspect as far as energies and the messages, but for the most part, since I'm reading it now, whenever you watch this is perfectly okay. You have the 6 of Pentacles, and what's interesting is it is upside down. Now, as you can see, this cat is completely at bliss and at peace, and that's kind of an energy that I feel with you, because I feel like, as hardworking as you are, Pisces, you're incredibly innovative, and you do set your own timeline a lot of times. You don't necessarily like to wake up at the same time people do. You may have had yourself up all night creating and writing, or whatever it is you do in the medium of creativity, and so it's essential for you to have your own timeline and get the rest you need and to rejuvenate, as I mentioned. But you're feeling at bliss, and it feels as though there's a beautiful sense of balance. No doubt part of the energy is coming in from Libra as well. We have Mercury in Libra right now. We had Mars just go into Libra, so there's that vigor and vim and, you know, energy and power and, you know, motivation to get projects going and relationships started and speaking our minds in the most proper and, you know, thoughtful ways, but getting our point across. And there it is, the sixth, the balance, you know, and you want to make sure that what you're giving of your time and your energy is then being brought back to you and fulfilling you in some way, okay? You never want to do something in life where you're giving and you're just not feeling anything back, you know, and whether it's relationships or just your everyday work habits or studies or interests of artistic endeavors. You know, you need to balance all that out, and the reciprocity will be very much a part of it. Now, the only thing I can think of it when, although I don't really believe that with this particular card and message, because sixes upside down or otherwise are still the balance, but it might be that you're giving a little bit more than you're getting still when it's reversed. This is up, this is correct side up so that you can see it. And when it's reversed, it's like, maybe still wanting to focus on that, maybe wanting to bring that into the light of this full moon to culminate and end something that doesn't feel like it's been balanced. And that's what we do all our lives. We just try to work things through, you know, gain that balance, gain that perspective, that understanding. You represent the hangman in the zodiac or the tarot, as well as, I believe, the empress, you know, or the high priestess, forgive me. You know, the knowing, the ability to create and manifest the life we want, because we are spirits and we are able to do that in every moment, whether we know it or not. But you're the expert, I must say, at that. You know, you exemplify that as a whole, and, you know, just allowing that light to shine and create, basically. But yes, so this is just reminding you that it's essential to allow yourself to receive that which you certainly give, okay? And make sure that there is that feeling of balance. Love this tile. I mentioned it the last few times I pulled this card. And it's okay, you're still, this is still good. There still feels like there is going to be this, because it is a focal point as the first card entering into the reading. But the second card, as we go, it's like a narrative when I read for tarot. That's what tarot is. They're messages and guidances, and your ability or your receptivity to it is strictly your call and always going to be your free will. Sometimes you resonate right away. Sometimes I always recommend you read your sun, moon, rising, and or, you know, Venus, to get a really clear picture of the month and the different energies, because some resonate more than others, our placements, you know. So the second category is the Five of okay, so blessings or obstacles. The Five of Swords. Now the swords are the air elements, okay? And we are approaching, like I said, Libra season, which is an air sign. And we have had both Jupiter, the benevolent planet, your ruling planet historically, now it's Neptune. So I say you have both. In the sign of Aquarius, which is about the mind and expansion and helping and, you know, changing the world, because it's just all about new and inventive. You know, Uranus ruled Aquarius. Jupiter, the expander, the, you know, the gift giver, the luck, the opportunities, focusing on what you want and then allowing that to expand to the extent that you allow it. And Saturn, the constrictive, you know, taskmaster that keeps us on track so we can get to the best parts of our life by being, you know, having that kind of control, God forbid, for a lot of us, you know. Someone like a Pisces with a boundless, you know, basically there are no boundaries, right? That's the spiritual part, and how it just goes over and on and on and on forever. It's something we all need to be aware of, and that's actually excellent for us because it keeps us on target. However, I want to say that the possible blessings or obstacles. So there have been concerns and confusion and challenges with the number 5. Challenges and changes. Now, challenges are not the worst possible thing. They are what motivate a lot of us, myself included. But I feel like there's been a tendency to allow certain things to be said, maybe listening to things that weren't in your best interest or you were even wanting to be a part of, quite frankly, because people will come to you, Pisces, and they'll tell you everything, and they'll give you the gossip, and they'll give you the intrigue and the this and the that, and it's too much. It's not even a part of who you want to be. You really honestly don't. So I feel like you're really, really starting to get more in tune with that. And you're turning away and having certain influences that don't feel right, because you can feel right off the bat. You may want to overlook it at times and be very forgiving of people and, you know, accepting at the same time. But it feels as though now you need to really stand on your own and say, okay, I don't like the way that feels. I never have. I feel it's toxic. And I need to really face that and be real and just, in other words, I'd rather be alone than around that. Okay, this is the thing where you see in the background the cats. I'm using the beautiful cat tarot deck for the second half of September. One of my favorites. I know a lot of you Pisces love animals, so I just felt like I had to do this for you as well as all the signs. But yeah, this is the blessing, because it's an obstacle to allow this kind of energy in, and you feel it. It goes into your pores. You know, you take it all on. You got to limit that, got to balance it. It's not just about money when it's about the sixth. It's about day-to-day activities, the sixth house. You know, work and play and balance and, you know, relationships of all kinds and children and, you know, day-to-day. So just be clear on how much your psyche, your body, your spirit can really allow without any kind of a detriment, because we never want that to happen. And being sharp and speaking your mind, okay? Because a lot of psychic people like yourself and, you know, water signs are more intuitive, so they think that they're understood, but people aren't aware of how they really feel a lot of times. So stand tall, be firm, and just make that statement and make it clear and, you know, concise. And know that, you know, it's what works for you. That's what matters the most, you know. And I feel like that full moon might bring something like that out for you. That is going to be very, very helpful to you. So the third category is that of finances, which is, yes, about money. And I know that you can do pretty much anything you want, and you're really, really good at what you do and what you focus on. There's too many professional people I've known with your sign, but entrepreneurials really are a big focus, I think, for a lot of Pisceans, going back to the fact that you like doing things on your own. You don't want to have to constantly judge the emotions and the feelings around you of people and them not getting along. It's just, it gets to be too much. It would for anybody. But it's just that piece that you require in navigating and you know, running the show, basically. So you're strong. You really are sensitive and kind and compassionate. You're very strong. And so your beautiful message for yourself in Cancer, who's very resourceful, by the way, very capable of, you know, saving for a rainy day for the sake of those around them they love, and you know, as well as yourself. You have, ooh, the Tower. Okay, I just got chills that went up my legs. Something's coming in that's going to shake things up. Now, the Tower scares a lot of people, and I get it, you know, and this is the cutest, beautiful little card. I haven't seen the Tower, I don't think, in this. Maybe I have, I don't remember. There's the, you know, condominium, the cat's kind of in there like jumping off because it's like, it's shaky and it's not feeling right. It's not going to hold them, right? They can't look out the window at this point. You've got the lightning bolt coming. This is a strong, perhaps out of the blue situation. Maybe an epiphany of your own that's phenomenal. That full moon's going to bring it to the forefront, okay? It's been in the back of your mind, and it's just going to make it come through, and that's essential. It's a great thing in a lot of ways. It doesn't have to be negative. Many times you actually create this Tower because you know that it's time to make that change, and you've been thinking about it or feeling it for a long, long time. We do changes the entire part of our life, you know? If it is something that you've been putting off in a relationship that just needs to be gone, and it's just like, the universe does it for you, and you know this. I don't need to tell you this. I'm preaching to the choir when I say that to you, Pisces, but Yeah, it's come, and it has to do with finances. It has to do with a partnership of some type, maybe somebody that, if not marriage or commitment in that way, I'm talking work. Absolutely. Right now we have the sign of Venus, the planet of love and money and passion and all the beautiful magical things and art and decor and senses, all very, very strongly in the sign of Scorpio, your fellow water sign. And it goes deep, and they're ruled by Pluto. It's transformation. It's like really changing what we do and standing strong and just getting rid of things that haven't worked so we can start new and begin again, which is the death card of Scorpio, but in beautiful, beautiful ways. It's passion, it's intensity, and it's exciting. It really is. So something to do with the money that will at first maybe surprise you, or exactly it's already maybe happened. Something really beautiful and necessary, okay, that can contribute in wonderful ways, that can build upon and amass great amounts of wealth. You need to go with the flow, though, right? This is what we do. Allow this to happen and not try to fight it in any way or feel, distraught about it at all. I feel like, seriously, with the first card being the balance and then knowing the people to work with in your endeavors, the beautiful Cancers, the people that work well, the like-minded people, sorting it through, releasing, like I said, which is what, full moons and certainly the healing aspect of Pisces is all about. So I like that. I really do. I have never gotten that in that position this second half of the month reading. Whereas I've gotten a fair amount of repeat cards in different positions, some in the same. But the final category, which is really interesting, we'll see from the financial aspect of things, where, things had to change in order for something amazing to come through, is surprises and wishes. So surprises are the towers in our life. They are the Uranian energy, the Uranus planet, and it's in Taurus for the next 6 years. It's been there since 2018, maybe 19, the latest. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's a slow-moving planet. So, and it is about unpredictability, and Taurus is about money and grounding our ideas and our inventions and being steadfast and planting the seeds of patience and gratitude and luxury and senses and all of that going into it. So it's just like one beautiful brew, cauldron of phenomenon and surprises, So for you, Pisces, for the second half of September, moving into October, even through the beautiful, retrogrades that, we just have to rest, relax, and review. It's a time for just stopping and just allowing. You have the King of Wands, baby. The King of Wands. Fiery, beautiful, new. I mean, not new, because Ace of Wands would be new, but the King is absolutely mature, the most spirited, the most action-oriented. Let's get things done. I'm very familiar with how to make things happen and how to create great wealth and businesses, and there's dynamite, long, beautiful term, strength. I'm thinking Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, leadership, backbone, just confidence, courage, all of the things that come from the fire signs, lighting you up and just inspiring you and reaching for the stars, reaching for the gold. This is a gecko, I believe. And this is the King of Wands saying, that's it. It's in hand's reach. I know it. I feel it. I've made the changes. I've recognized what needed to go. I'm ready to start it up, It's a new time. It's a new way. It's a new life. By the way, we had a little bit of a taste of Jupiter in your sign, which happens, every 12 years. From May to the end of July, and anybody that has any kind of Pisces in their charts, particularly, especially Sun or Rising, and I would say Moon, is definitely going to notice it. and maybe notice little tastes of it, like I said, during that phase, but it's going to be in your sign next year, predominantly, Pisces. So this is telling me, clear the decks, get rid of the stuff that doesn't work so you can fully enjoy this incredible year, which, like I said, only happens every 12 years. So it's only 5-6 times in a lifetime, maybe a little longer. Do my math, but you know, it's just maybe 8. It's just, it's really exciting. I'm feeling all of my senses are just like going like this, the happy dance, you know, the snappy fingers. So beautiful reading with, you know, some changes and some honest, down-to-earth recognition of what needs to be more fair, what needs the see, there's that word again. I don't know, you know what I mean. I've said it a few times. Reciprocity. But I'm going to finish with your beautiful oracle messages, Pisces, because these are the real deal where, you know, it's like, you know, mostly, basically everything, it's within you. And then you maybe forget things like we all do. And then the inspiration comes through the oracle, one of the most intelligent, you know, wisdom-filled divinations of life that are there to just pump us up and keep us remembering and guiding us and just sent from love. And this is the beautiful Psychic for the Heart Tarot. So for the last part of September, moving into October, you have awaiting results. So honestly, I mean, with what's pending, and it's an earth element, it's the orange is around the, you know, the outside. So this has various different aspects in the deck. Pentacles, grounding your dreams, grounding your desires, your wishes, your inspiration, your, you know, all the things you want to have happen, and just making it be practical, making it be long-term. Virgo new moon certainly helped with this. So it clearly had something to do with that. And now you're going to see and watch those seeds, you know, come through and grow and harvest, as it were. It could be as early as October, absolutely, with Mercury retrograde going forward, and then some beautiful energies that work with you with, you know, your beautiful sister, brother sign of Scorpio. However, I'm going to read to you quickly what it says, because it's really beautiful. Patience, assessment, outcome, alternatives. You put much energy into creating and attracting the relationships you desire and are eager to see positive results. Patience is needed, however. Reshaping attitudes and beliefs takes time. Refining yourself so that you'll attract just the right person is a process. If you find yourself becoming frustrated at the apparent lack of visible change, step back and focus on something other than your relationships for a while. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements. And I love that, and you're very capable of that. That's when you can just go and be, you know, still and listen to the promptings, listen to your inner guidance, your higher power, always there guiding you, you know, making the choices that are going to lead to the best outcome, right? And believing in that, allowing the tower to occur, you know, not trying to stop it and have to review and do the same things over that maybe didn't work for you in the past. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, wonderful combination. You've got the earth, 2 earths, you've got 1 sword, a major arcana, and fire. This is a lot. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of things to take in. It feels good. It feels like you're alive and ready to take it on. So I'll finish with your beautiful super attractor manifestation message, which basically is just telling you to create the life you want. Believe it and achieve it like you do all the time, Pisces. And I just want to say in closing, if you've enjoyed this reading, and as much as I enjoy doing them, and you feel that resonance with me, push the like, subscribe, share. I want to blow this channel up because it's been a while, and it's my absolute passion. And I am a full-time massage therapist. However, this is something I want to add and grow more as time goes on, and I'm no longer able to do massage. I've said this many times to those that have been following me. I don't know when that time is, but I know that this is something I've done for so many years, and I never really thought about doing it as a livelihood. And if that is what needs to be and is to be, which I would love it to be, it'll be because of you and your, support and you being real with me and saying, yeah, thumbs up on that, and let me know, okay? Because not everybody resonates or feels it, and a lot of people do. So I'm here for you. That's the bottom line. And I love to correspond. If you have any questions or comments, I'm always here wanting to, I will check them and respond, and that's a promise. Unless it's some kind of, what do they call it, troll or something, and then I don't respond because I know the difference finally. I'm getting more familiar with technology. But having said that, your last beautiful message, beautiful Pisces, for you and all your relationships, all that you love, and you know that's a lot. You hold a lot. You have a huge heart. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to the love and joy. That's what you're about. And we can do that at any moment. Look at that full moon. There you are. That's you. The fullness of the moon it's only a slight example of how incredibly full your heart is and how you've always had that as a part of who you are and to show all of us. And I thank you for that. Much love to you. I hope it's a beautiful second half of the month. I will be here for the beginning of the month readings of October. And I just hope you have a wonderful fall equinox, and I would do amazing meditations on that day because it's a really powerful one, sending you in the directions you want. And so once again, thank you, and take great care until next time. Bye for now.